G'day, John Willis here. They commonly call me the Bear. And I'm in one of the most beautiful places in Australia, down the west coast of Victoria, the Great Ocean Road at Cumberland River. It's just gorgeous. And this place brings back a lot of childhood memories. In the early 60s, my best friend at primary school's family had a Millard Caravan down at Rosebud. And we had some wonderful beachside holidays down there, loads of fun. And after all these years, here we are, down the west coast of Victoria, some 60 odd years later, with brand new Millard Caravans. Millard Caravans have been manufacturing in Australia since 1947. They were great caravans back then. Right here, we've got a brand new Millard 22'2" Toura. So how about we go and have a look at what evolution has done over 70 years of production for Millard Caravans. Come on, let's go have a look. So this 22' Toura is synonymous with the whole Toura range. In fact, Millard Caravans have been using aluminium frames in all their caravans for all those years. And I love aluminium frames. There's no water ingress or mould or any of the problems that you get with water through humidity or rain ingress. Speaking of rain ingress, this is a full piece roof. There's no seams, there's no welds, there's no sections to weep or deteriorate over a period of time. So you can ensure that it's going to be watertight forever. Underneath, all Millard Caravans are built on a good, strong Australian steel galvanised chassis. We've also got a honeycomb section floor that's incredibly strong and it's set for a long lifespan. You know, these guys actually manufacture in Sydney, but they send the whole chassis up to Newcastle for their galvanising so they can be ensured that they've got good, thick galvanising protection both inside and outside the chassis for protection for life. We're using Cruisemaster 3.5 tonne independent suspension here with coil springs. They do have an airbag option if you wanted it. Who can ever complain about Cruisemaster? I've done hundreds of thousands of miles on it and never had a problem. Plus it's Aussie made. Speaking of Cruisemaster, they also make the DO35 Offroad coupling so you can be assured and feel safe towing no matter the terrain. You know what? I'd hate to be out there trying to compare caravans as a purchaser at the moment because there's so many bells and whistles and options, but with the Millard Toura series, everything is standard. So let's start from the very start. It's a nice long drawbar as well, so plenty of clearance to your vehicle, particularly important for tight environment manoeuvring. ALKO ESC sway protection. Twin 9 kilo gas bottles. This huge big toolbox out front, open up the sides, and it's got slides for your Weber, for your generator, whatever you want to put in there. Nice and convenient. The construction's great and so is the wear factor, particularly with this nice high checker plate. It's all in black at the moment and it just looks great. Handles and all the rest of the bits and pieces. The construction is a composite insulated panel, and remember, it has got that aluminium framework as standard. So not only is it rugged and strong for lifetime, but it's well insulated because we have a diesel heater, we've got gas and electric hot water, and we've got air conditioning, so you can be comfortable no matter what environment you're in. We've got a full width tunnel boot up front here, really well secured, so no dust ingress. It's also got a checker plate bottom to it, so it's really tough for managing anything that may slide around. But the other thing that I really like is they've got a drain in each corner, so should a water bottle leak, it'll just drain out. All stock standard. Coming backwards, obviously the full wind out awning. We've got Euro style insulated windows, fold down picnic table, a good secure 4-way locking door, great external lighting, including your step lighting with a fold down step, and even with my bad knees, I can get in and out of this caravan very comfortable. For entertainment, we've got a great Bluetooth sound system with external and internal speakers. That's your entertainment system, so you can watch the telly outside, check into the cricket or the footy, no matter where you want to go. It's run through the wine guard, antenna, up on the roof. Again, all as standard. Underneath is terrific. I've been very critical of a lot of caravans that have their plumbing, their wiring hanging down everywhere. This one hasn't. Your wiring's all up through the channels. And the rest of the plumbing is actually fully lagged as well and well secured, so you're not going to wipe it off as soon as you get a couple of stones or sticks coming up to bite you. There's two basic necessities for caravanning and camping: power and water. This one's got twin 95 litre under floor tanks, and they're fully shrouded, plus a 110 litre grey water tank as well. As standard for power, we've got two 120 watt lithium batteries beautifully secured in a really tidy box over the other side of the caravan. But we've also got two 200 watt solar panels up on the roof. That can be upgraded, but that's plenty of power in my book. All of this is managed through the BMPRO management system and controlled through your Odyssey Bluetooth touchscreen. So you've got full control over all of the power systems, and you can add accessories if you want to the standard BMPRO system. Well, we got plenty of power, we may as well use it. Look at the lighting options, the external lighting options. I'll take you through the interior in a minute. Front and back spotlights. And don't forget, we've also got a reversing camera up there. When you're outside at night, we've got all the awning lights, and they actually flash to yellow as well as white. The yellow ones keep all the bugs away, particularly in the tropics or even down here in the summertime. Then there's a twin-armed, galvanised, good strong bumper bar at the rear with a spare wheel, again as standard. You'll be the envy of travellers everywhere with the great looks of the Toura series of Millard Caravans. The colour scheme I really like. It's very simple, but it's quite swish. It comes with 4 different options in the base colour and 5 different options on the decal colour scheme. So you can have any colour scheme you like, including those of your own football club, as standard. Stock standard accessories include obviously the cartridge fill for your toilet. We've got twin lockable water tank fills, plus don't forget we've got an external shower there as well. So the Millard Toura series caravans comes with all these external and underfloor features as standard. But the real surprises are when I take you for a walk inside. Come on round. Oh wow, have a look at this. Isn't this just beautiful? And everything I'm going to show you in here is standard. It's amazing, it's just beautiful. Such a livable space too. And for a big bloke, I can move around it, I can sit at the dinette. It's got a great big pillow top queen bed, which makes me pretty happy. It's at a good height. It's got plenty of easily accessed storage in underneath. There's plenty of storage as well, including wardrobes. You got the little nooks beside the bed to put your books and your phones and all the rest of the bits and pieces, complete with charging points all around the van, including in the nooks as well. Individual reading lights and a great array of mood lighting right throughout the van. Whether you want a lot of light, whether you want a little bit of light just to get up in the middle of the night, you've got it all. The other things in this beautiful roof, you've got 6'8" clearance, so tall people are very happy in this caravan. But you've also got the air conditioner and the separate lighting all the way around this ripper skylight with ventilation, so you've got plenty of flow through air. I love it. And it's the little things as standard that make a house a home. You're not going to hurt your head even if you do bang it going in and out of the door. And look at these little trim pieces. It's just those little extras that make a house a home. Well, that's rear to front. Let's go front to rear. Well, I'm a big fella. Let's face it, a lot of people are. And one thing that I really detest is not being able to sit down at a dinette comfortably. And it's not only for meals, it's at the end of the day when you might want to sit down with family and friends, enjoy a wine or a beer or whatever the case may be, or in my case, sit down with a typewriter and do some work. It happens, we all travel on the road now, we're mobile. And how about the comfort if this thickly padded faux leatherette lounge? It's beautiful, it's hard wearing, and it's glorious. And it actually has pull-out footrests with independent cushions as well. And there's also a set of cushions stored in under here that when you drop the table down, this becomes another bed. There's one thing that my mum always taught me is when you do a kitchen, you need plenty of bench space. And look at this, it's a huge amount of space for plenty of preparation. What are they trying to tell me? I think this might be a fire starter. Kitchens just ain't kitchens, you know what? To go along with that huge amount of bench space, it's been extended by this little extension piece in here, which I love. It's great for tucking all your bits and pieces away. Look at this. Speaking of tricky little bits, you've got a big pull-out drawer, but look up under here. It's a self-closing cutlery drawer as well. Very ingenious. All the stock standards. We've got a full oven. I love my Sunday night roast. I can't go anywhere without an oven. There's a grill, 3 gas cooktops, plus 1 electric. So you got the works. Range hood, also as standard. Microwave, also as standard. And another nifty little item here that I particularly love, instead of having dual outlets around a sink, you've got both your filtered water and your tank water outlets all through the one nozzle. It's great. You can't travel anywhere without refrigeration. This one's a beauty, a Dometic fridge freezer. And look at this colour palette. The finishes, the colours, the textures and the feel are absolutely premium. I just love it. It's a really comfortable feel and a great layout with plenty of room to the whole interior, which leads me to this wonderful ensuite. On my way to the ensuite, have a look at this. That's a handy little cabinet, as well as a pull-out pantry, your rubbish, and this is really nifty. You're gonna love this one. Have a look at this. For all your bits and pieces, all your wet bits can sit in these nice trays so they're going to dry out while you travel. Look, there's something I've got to emphasise with this ensuite. This is probably the biggest ensuite I've seen in any caravan, let alone a caravan of its class. It's sensational. The other thing too, a lot of caravans just put a bifold soft door going into the ensuite as well. Nah, not my cup of tea. This one's a solid timber sliding door and it's well secured, well locked, and it's even got a towel rail behind it. There's a lot of features in here. There's plenty of storage, yet again, overheads, cabinets, the whole lock, stock and barrel. I come down and here's a fold-out ironing board. I'm personally allergic to ironing boards, but a lot of people seem to like them. It's not a bad addition, I reckon. There's a full-size washing machine in here, so you're not mucking around with a couple of kilo washer in any way, shape or form. In the corner, there's actually a nice little cabinet there, drop-in cabinet for all your dirty clothes. Beautiful bowl, beautiful dinette. I just love the whole scenario here. In particular, the huge, big dressing mirror. And remember, this is all as standard. Have a look at the size of this shower. It's great for big blokes like me. And the other thing that's great for big blokes like me, whenever you're going to go and check out a caravan, go and sit on the dunny. Have you got plenty of elbow room? I have. Don't forget your BMPRO Odyssey touchscreen for all your power management. And speaking of power, there's power points all over the place, whether they be USB, 240, 12 volt, whatever you want to go to, they're all here as standard. The switches here to control all your lighting and functions. And you know something I really like? When it's time to put out the lights and say goodnight, we're all off. So when it's all said and done, this is a complete package of everything you'll ever need to go touring on the road comfortably, with plenty of accessories and plenty of power and plenty of water. You know what? I've told you enough and I can hear the fish jumping. So if you want any further information, go and see your Millard dealer. There's at least one in every state, or millardcaravans.com.au.